Welcome back to the conclusion of the 1908 World Series. Yes, the Montreal Expos Draft to glory and the Philadelphia Athletics are going to Game 7. And if you watched last episode, it was a thriller. Montreal was up 3-0. 3-0. We were up in this series, winning Game 1 7-0, Game 2 2-1, Game 3 2-1, and then things kind of fell apart. Philadelphia won 1-0, 5-4, and 2-1. So Philadelphia's won 3 really close games, including Game 6, which went to 14 innings. So here we are. The stage is set. Draft to glory. Only players that we have drafted every season, adding to the team. No trades, no transactions, no free agent signings, nothing like that. We just draft players. And this is the first year we've made the World Series. So what I thought was going to be a short video last time, because we were up 3-0, didn't end up being that way. We had to go to Game 7. So we're playing that now. So this will be a Game 7 draft episode, and then we'll get on to next season in the next episode. All right, let's do this. Montreal, we're ready. We're at home, ready to celebrate. We've waited 3 games to try and clinch us, and we couldn't. So we've got Paul Molitor, Joe Sewell, Bo Jackson, Cal Daniels, Phil Plantier, Joe Garagiola, Joe Ward. We're going with Ted Kennedy in Game 7 and Pat Mullen. That will be the starting lineup. And again, we are going to play the first 3 innings on kind of sim, and then we're going to go into the game. And we're going to finish it off batter by batter because, hey, it's Game 7. How often do you have a Game 7? All right, top of the first and bottom of the first, it is 0-0. One hit a peach. One hit a peach. Yeah, I kind of feel like I need something sweet here because I'm souring on this team after losing 3 in a row. Inning number 2. Montreal gets 5. Wow. Phil Plantier with a single. Joe Garagiola with a single. Joe Ward strikes out. Ted Kennedy, the pitcher, singles in Phil Plantier. And then a hit by pitch. Another single by Bo Jackson. And Cal Daniels with a double to score the 5th run. Now I'm feeling a little bit sweeter. Okay, let's finish off the 3rd inning. And it is still 5-0. So we're going to go inning by inning. No need to jump in yet. We're doing well. Top of the 5th, still 5-0. Bottom of 5, and it is 6-0. I am calling it. The Montreal Expos are going to win the World Series. I am making that call. Prove me wrong, OOTP. It is 9-0. Got the Expo hat on today. Yeah, ready to go. 9-0 for the Montreal Expos, and unless Ted Kennedy falls apart, he will be the Game 7 winner. We are in the top of the 7th, bottom of the 7th. It is 10-0. The Expos, the crowd is going wild. People are dancing in the stands. Look at this guy over here. He's dancing in the stands. We are having a good time in Montreal in 1908. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning and Philadelphia scores 2. We add another hit. It is the top of the 9th. 10-2. Here we go. All right, Ted Kennedy walks the first batter. We got a lot of room to play with here. Here comes Rusty Staub for the Athletics. He pops one up. Looks like the catcher's going to take that one away. Greg Jeffries, top of the order for the Athletics. He drives one, just gets by the first baseman, and the Athletics have 2 on, 1 out for Carlos Guillen, the number 2 hitter. 2-2 count, and Guillen a little squibber, and he's going to beat that out. All right, OOTP, you've had your fun. You have had your fun. Enough's enough. Time for George Altman to hit into a double play. Come on, George. Let's end this game. Little pop-up that's going to be caught by the center fielder, and they don't attempt to score, which is a smart decision. Here we are, 1908. We are in October. The crowd is just crazy out there, waving banners and flags, having a few beverages. And Ted Kennedy, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. We got to do this last at bat, pitch by pitch. Come on, Ted. Pitch number 1 is grounded to the second baseman, Paul Molitor, with this spectacular play. And the Montreal Expos have won the World Series in the draft to glory. 4-3 over the Philadelphia Athletics. The guys are going wild on the field. They're jumping up and down and celebrating, and now they're tired. They've stopped because it's been a long series. Whew. This could be a short video. I am out of breath. 10-2, 13 hits. Ted, Senator, you've done well. 27-year-old Ted Senator Kennedy is now a World Series champ, and we've just got this series going. It's only been 7 years, and we win our first World Series. We are not stopping here. I know the first goal has been achieved, but we want to win multiple World Series. Honestly, I didn't think it would come this quick in a draft to glory where we took the worst players in the first year. But I'm going to take it. So 4-3, we've got our first achievement here, Moneyball. We've got champions, contact inning. Yeah, we got to go back and look at that last game. Let's look at the box score a little more carefully. Who came up big in Montreal other than the Senator? Who was it? We had Cal Daniels, 3 for 4, hitting .462 in the World Series. We had Joe Ward hitting .321 in the World Series. We had 2 hits from Bo Jackson, 2 from Plantier, 2 from Garagiola. Everyone on the team had a hit except for Joe Ward. But hey, he had a great series. He could take the day off today. Wow. Let's find out who the World Series MVP was. It was the one and only Cal Daniels. And if you've been watching this series, you'll remember we took Cal Daniels back in the 1903 draft, 2nd pick overall. And he's proved why he is a World Series MVP. Look at that. Forever on your profile, Cal Daniels. Now, I am saving this up right now because you just never know. Power flashes, game crashes. We don't want to have to go back and play Game 7 again. Good. We are all saved up, and it's always good to back up your games because sometimes corrupt files happen. So if you don't know how to back up a franchise game, go to your save game, backups, backup current game, and click Start Backup. And very quickly, depending on the size of your file, the game will be backed up. So if your game does ever become corrupt, you've got an extra copy of it in your folders. And then you would just go to File, Backups, and Restore Backup. And it should be there. Always should do that every couple seasons, just in case your main file goes corrupt. All right, let's go to the... So fun. Let's finish off the playoffs officially. There it is, your World Series champions, the beautiful blue, red, and white Expo logo, one of the best Major League Baseball logos of all time. And Laptop Pound gets an 816. Year 1, I had a 1. My score was 1. I think I've progressed. So here we are. We are the baseball champions. And again, the Baseball Montreal Hall of Fame for 1908. These guys, even if they didn't pitch, let's see if anyone didn't get any game action this season. No, everyone got into at least one game. Our shortest was Curly Brown, who only pitched 4 innings the whole season because it's dead ball. All right, time to go to the awards. Let's find out if the World Series champions. I'm pumped, guys. Can you tell? I'm pumped. Go Expos. Yeah. I know some streamers, and when you watch some games, they get super pumped. I'm a little reserved in my pumpedness, if that is a word. Here we are on the championship menu, and for the first time again, Montreal has a championship. The National League has won 6 out of 8 in this series, so the National League definitely is dominating. We had a league average of 251, one of the lowest. In fact, it is the lowest so far, and a league batting average of 244, which was also the lowest. So the pitchers did well, the hitters not so much in the National League. Better, though, than the American League, which had a lower league average and a lower league ERA. Award time. Let's find out. First of all, let's go to the AL. The winner of the Pete Browning Award goes to John Ward, his 4th. So, John Ward, congratulations. You're no Pete Browning, but you have 4 in a row right now. Rich Nye is your Cy Young winner, his 2nd of his career. He won it back in 1905. Rookie of the Year is Jimmy Williams from Detroit, and no award for Reliever of the Year this year. Let's go to the National League. Pete Browning says, I am not done yet. What a stud this guy is. 34 years old. We thought he might be on the decline. He won the MVP the first 5 seasons of the league and then took a couple years off and won it again. Look at Pete Browning and his batting stats. Man, oh man, his career high as a 34-year-old, career high of 356 average. Not a home run guy. He's only got 13 home runs in his career. But he is a hit machine. He's a walk machine. He's a run machine. Congratulations. Man, that is the feel-good story of the year, other than the Expos winning. Ted the Senator Kennedy, his 2nd in a row. Well deserving of the Cy Young, 41 and 24. Rookie of the Year goes to Carlos Correa from Brooklyn. Had a decent season. I don't know if it's the best rookie season. 265, 5.7 WAR. And we do have a Reliever of the Year going to Chicago. The Cubs, Michael Feliz. 8-4 record with 6 saves and a 2.29 ERA. Nice to see. There we go. How beautiful is that? We have a championship. If you've been watching this series, leave a comment. I want to know how many people are kind of really following along the series. You know, this is a championship episode. Want to celebrate with you guys, the viewers. So if you're watching, just leave a comment. Nicely done. Go Expos. Cal Daniels is a rock star. Whatever you want to put. Go Pete Browning. Just some little comment would kind of give me a little bit of affirmation that, you guys are following along. So thank you very much if you have the time to do that. Let's go to the first year player draft. No, I thought it said first year player draft. Let's just go to the draft. We're probably going to draft last because we won the championship. I'm not sure how it worked back then. We're not in a lottery position. So let's go and take a look. First of all, was anyone elected into the Hall of Fame yet? No. No Hall of Fame members. We should start seeing that in the next season or two. All right, draft time. We draft number 15. Let's take a look at the mock draft and see who is available. Johnny Mize. Welcome to the league, 21 years old. Bernie Williams, projected to go number 2. And then our first pitcher, Tom Hughes, Jorge Polanco, Tino Martinez, CJ Cron, Marcell Ozuna, and AJ Pollock, top 8. So we're projected to get Shane Spencer, but as an Expo fan, and with the Expos franchise, I'm hoping Marquise Grissom will fall to us. All right, let's go to the draft. All right, we'll draft up to the Montreal pick, and then we'll take a look at the draft log. Johnny Mize does go number 1. The pitcher goes number 2. And pretty much following along, James Paxton, Canadian-born James Paxton, goes number 7. CJ Cron does go 8. And we do not see a Marquise Grissom. Marquise, how would you like to be a world champion Expo? Let's take a look, first of all, at the batters and see what we have available. Let's go based on potential. All right, we do have a 4.5-star potential player, and then we've got a bunch of 3s. So I'm going to add these guys. Again, we don't really have a position of need right now. Maybe third base, center field. Yeah, third base, center field, Joe Ward, Pat Mullen, I guess are the 2 that we could replace pretty quickly. So let's go and add some of these guys. Let's add all the 3-star and above. Let's add them to a short list. Again, we got to go and we got to make a short list. This one is going to be called 1908. And then we got, a few less players that we have to kind of look over. Let's go back here and add all of these guys. There we go, and we'll take a look at the pitchers. Again, we don't really have a big need for pitchers because we're not using many pitchers. I guess we'll add the starters. They have a little bit more use, so let's go through and add some of these starting pitchers. I doubt we're going to take one in the first round, though. Definitely going to lean towards a batter. All right, so let's go and take a look at our short list now, 1908. And let's take a look at our pitchers first of all. If we were to select a pitcher, if we're hoping for a pitcher to fall to us in the second round, Mike Lynch looks pretty good, except that control. And Contreras, these I'm not really feeling much excitement about the pitching class this year. So I think it's going to be definitely batter heavy focus. So we do have 24-year-old Shane Spencer. Now he's fully developed, ready to step in, and we are world champs. So it's not like we're developing for the future. We are in a win now mode every year. Problem is he plays corner outfield. And in the corner outfield, we have got Bo Jackson. We're not shifting him. And we've got Cal Daniels. So the only thing we could do, we could move Bo Jackson to center field. He does play center field, not well. Let's check his fielding stats. Yeah, he does okay in a corner outfield position. Let's check in the minors, see what we got coming up for outfielders. We got Juan Pierre. Yeah, I think he's going to get the shot at he's got a dead ball profile. Definitely a dead ball profile. I'm just so full of excitement after that World Series win. So I think Juan Pierre is going to get the first shot. Shane Spencer, great, good player, but he's not really that prototypical dead ball guy. He's a home run guy. He'd be good for the power years in the 80s, in the 90s and beyond. So Shane, we're not going to take you. Marquise Grissom, again, another outfielder. He could back up all three positions nicely. Got some speed, very well balanced. So I do like him over Shane. First baseman, not much there. Ramon, too many guys ahead of you right now. Lee May, home run guy. Yeah, it is going to be Marquise Grissom. I hope you guys are with me on that pick there, but Marquise may not be the best player on the board, but he is definitely someone that's going to help this team, and he's still young. So even if he's in the minors for a season or two, that'll be fine. That'll be great. Okay, let's go and continue the draft. The Montreal Expos, the world champion Montreal Expos, will select Marquise Grissom, who in his real career played for Montreal his first 6 years. So guess what? He's going to play at least his first 6 years or more, because we have no trades, as a Montreal Expo. Once again, history is repeating itself. Marquise is on the team. Okay, back to round number 2. Let's go to our short list, see if anyone is available on the list. And they've all been drafted. We all see they have teams right now. How about for our pitchers? 3 left. Do we go for a pitcher? We got so many pitchers though. I don't think there's a need for it. Let's go back to the main board and see what kind of hitters we have. Although I do see a couple names here. Ron Guidry is intriguing. Ron Guidry. What else do we see here for names? That Guidry is calling me. Let me go back to the pitchers. Now, Ron Guidry started off, I believe, as a reliever in his career, before going to start in 25-3 with the Yankees. Played his entire career with the New York Yankees. Louisiana Lightning. I like this. Look at him. If he can bring that stamina up 10 to 20 more, he can play in the starting rotation, because Roy Halladay has a stamina of 40. And he easily goes 9 innings. So we're going to do it. We're going to take Ron Guidry with our second pick. Glad I noticed him there. Ron Guidry on the Montreal Expos. Off to round 3. All right, we're going to leave the pitchers now. No more pitchers until later in the draft. All right, we've got 1, 2, 3, a few 2.5 stars. If we sort by contact, looks like Gary Thompson and Lyle Mouton would be a couple guys we'd be targeting. Although Lyle's outfield, we're set on outfield for a few years. Long as players don't crash and regress too much, we should be good on outfield. Let's take a look at the infield. Sid O'Brien, Spook Jacobs. Yeah, no one really jumping out. I'm going to go with the green here, with the most green, highest contact left. Let's go with Gary Thomason. Next up, round number 4. We're down to 2-star or less players. Let's sort by eye. No one stands out. How about defense? Not really. No real strong defenders left. So going back by contact, which is something that kind of I value quite a bit in the drafts. Let's see if they allow us pitcher or BABIP. Where is BABIP? Balls in play. Doesn't look like in the base game they give us that option. Nope. Batting stats. Nah, we don't want that. Well, it's going to be Lyle Mouton, another outfielder. He is the best of the rest. And again, always go with best available player, because you never know. If you feel need, if you fill the need with a young guy and you bring him up 2 or 3 years, you may not have that need anymore. So round number 5, one more decent contact guy. So let's take him. Jesse Hoffmeister is an Expo. Next up, not really any contact guys. We do have a couple with power and eye that I don't mind. This guy here, Sammy String. Sammy String had a fairly good career back in the early 1900s. The Dixie Thrush. We got a Louisiana and we got a Dixie. Okay, let's go with Sammy String. Next up, as we head to round number 7. Okay, who jumps out at me? Gap Power. Jacob Cruz. Maybe it's time to go back to the pitchers and look at the pitching potential. Movement and control are key for the Deadball Era. So someone like Sam might do okay, although he doesn't really have much of a pitch selection, does he? And then there's Moro Zarate. Definitely a reliever. All right, Sam the man. Welcome to the Champion Expos. We go to round 8. I'm good with pitchers. No more pitchers this draft. Let's focus on batters. Contact Fernando. Now we're getting a bunch of, carbon copy kind of players. A lot of players with low avoid K, higher power, higher I. I think we got so many outfielders though. How's this catcher? Not really good. Woody Held. Let's take him. Round number 9. Okay, now we're just looking at names because we are very short on abilities except for Joe Gaines. I'm going to take Joe Gaines. He looks like he could be a good player down the road. He could be a surprise pick. We'll have to keep an eye on him. Round 9, Joe Gaines. Now it's just a matter of best name. Name that's familiar, someone I recognize from real life baseball, or someone just with a cool name. Fred Wood. Ray Rolling. Yeah, no names are standing out here for me. Folks, how about with our pitchers? None left. No pitchers left in the draft pool. Potential? 1 with a 1-star. So based on that, Hank, you may not be Aaron, but you're an Expo. Hank is on the team. Well, that is definitely an interesting draft for the Montreal Expos. We did get a couple people that we were targeting. Marquise Grissom, Ron Guidry, and Gary Thomason are the top 3 picks. I think they will end up being major leaguers. And then after that, just rolling the dice. No injuries, so that's going to save us, from having to bring up guys that don't really belong on the team yet. So it's just a matter of when players retire, then we're going to have to dip into the minors. We're going to have a strong minor league team. Again, the rookie minor league team here. We got a bunch of 2-3-star players. We will work on that. We will be back next episode trying to defend our world championship. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and enjoying the experience with me. This was fun. Montreal Expos 1908 World Champions. Leave a like, leave a comment again, and we'll see you next episode.